know you're a beginner rider. I'm also a noob. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I bought a motorcycle and had absolutely no idea how to ride it, and I've been documenting my journey ever since. Don't worry, I'm now a licensed rider, passed the MSF course, and I've been riding for about 5 months. Now this journey did come with a fair share of silly beginner mistakes, so that's why I wanted to make a video sharing all the mistakes that I made to help any other beginners out there that want to start riding. Now, I'm not coming on here to preach or act like I know everything, because I definitely don't. I still have so much more to learn, but I just wanted to share some things that I wish I knew way earlier that would have saved me loads of time and money. So learn from me, and I'll also share some tips for beginners from a fellow beginner that I hope are helpful. Mistake number 1, not buying the right gear. Oh gosh, did I get destroyed in the comments for not wearing proper gear. It's not like I didn't know, I was just trying to save some money after buying my bike, and I learned the hard way that you cannot be a biker on a budget. And I'm glad I got all those comments, because you're right. You'll end up wasting your money like me buying cheap fake leather that won't protect you. You should invest in proper riding gear that is certified, has padding. If you want to know what gear I've been wearing recently, I made a video about it, and I'll have everything linked down below in the description box. Now, while we're on the topic of gear, let's go to mistake number 2, buying all black gear. It wasn't until my first night ride that I realized the danger of this. And the fact that my bike is completely blacked out as well, that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Motorcyclists already have to ride defensively, as if they're invisible, and now here I am making it even more difficult for people to see me. I brought this up on TikTok and I got some really great responses, like adding some reflective tape to myself and my bike, some LED lights to put on my bike for night rides, high-vis vests to wear over my gear, and of course just getting a helmet and gear in brighter colors. Alright, so we talked about gear, now let's talk about some basic rider knowledge. Mistake number 3 is not using both brakes. When I first learned that the front wheel of your bike could lock up, that stuck with me, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. But it's surprising how common it is for new riders to just slam on the front brake, their front wheel locks up, and that's the cause of their accidents. Now yes, the front brake does hold the majority of your stopping power, but it should be used in addition to your rear brake. It's always good to practice safe braking techniques. Pulling in the clutch and downshifting as you slow down all the way to first gear will assist in braking without requiring excess pressure to your front or rear tire for a complete stop. But if you need to make an emergency stop, apply both brakes smoothly and firmly. Mistake number 4 is still common with a lot of experienced riders every now and then, and that's stalling the bike. The amount of times I've stalled my bike is embarrassing at this point, and even worse when it's out in traffic, but it's something a lot of beginner riders do. This can happen for a lot of reasons, like forgetting to pull in the clutch when you come to a stop, not giving it enough gas when you pull away, but an important one that could also be considered mistake number 5 is forgetting to downshift. This happened to me when I was out riding. I came to a stoplight and I forgot to shift down the first gear. When the light turned green, I started to go and I stalled the bike. You should always shift down to first gear at every stop, and to avoid stalling, practice the friction zone. Mistake number 6 is all about foot placement. I was riding like a silly goose with my toes hanging off the foot peg, just waiting for an accident to happen. The proper foot positioning is to have the ball of your foot resting on the foot peg. This way, it prevents your foot from dragging on the ground, or worse, getting caught under your bike. Now, I'm not talking about fast track racing or anything like that where they do extend their leg out when they do tight turns. This is for day-to-day riding. You should be keeping both feet on the pegs when you turn. I guess it's okay to waddle or put both feet down when you've come to a complete stop. Otherwise, it's good to keep your right foot on the brake or the foot peg. Mistake number 7. Oh, the kickstand. When you go to turn on your bike and it doesn't start, so you have a mini panic attack and wonder what's wrong with your bike, only to find out that you had the darn kickstand down the entire time. It depends on the type of bike that you have, but some bikes will not start at all if you have the kickstand down. Pretty much acts like a kill switch. Other bikes that are able to start with it down still have to watch out, because I've seen some videos of riders taking off with their kickstand dragging along the way. So always be sure to double check. Now, if you've made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much for watching, and good luck to you on this wonderful journey of learning how to ride a motorcycle. As I continue to learn more, I hope I can share my progress with you. Riding should be fun and something I believe anyone can do. And of course, I want to encourage riders to do it safely with proper training. So safe riding, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and join me on this journey, and I will see you guys in the next video.